Hi, everyone. This might be a little corny, but this is some information I wanted to go over with Laura just to get her ideas on it. But been super busy, especially at night. So I haven't been able to talk about this. So I thought, what the heck? I'll just shoot a quick video and kind of show you what I'm seeing, and then we can all sort of talk about it. So obviously, I'm using Zillow here, which I think is got some pretty neat features on there. I think a lot of the market uses Zillow or the other apps which have similar type functions. But what I'm seeing here is sort of I think a price issue. And don't get me wrong, I want to make as much money as possible on this, on this home. But I think that we might be, well, the market has spoken. I mean, it's, fundamental supply and demand. And, no one's looking at this home at this particular price point. Now, the extreme would be, yeah, if we priced it for $110,000, we'd have people lined up outside. I'm not saying we're going to fire sell it either. We got to find that sweet spot where that is. And we do have these Zestimate algorithms that they use. And let me scroll up here. So the initial Zestimate that people are seeing right up here is at 252, and we're at 259. Doesn't mean that we wouldn't negotiate down to 252 or 250. Probably would, if Laura would, we all agree on it. But there's really interesting that Zillow has three other ranges of or estimation algorithms of what your home is worth. There's their primary one, which I don't know how they get all of that. Um, what their proprietary secret is to come up with that number. But even that number has drifted down as we have decreased the home price. So I think it's using some of those initial prices that we come in at the market with in their algorithm. But if you look outside outside the time that we put the home on the market, let's just go back to January. Okay, so January of 2019, the Zestimate would have been 226. Okay, if we go a little further in the spring, let's say April, we're at 243. That looks good. And we kind of hover around the upper 240s for the remainder of the year. So we're probably going to go down in the winter too. I mean, we're not going to get as much. The market's thinner. We may not get as much. I don't know. As far as the Zestimates goes. Now they have three other models, as I said before, but they all kind of hone in around the same thing. So they use the comparable homes model. They show you the homes that they're looking at. And they have some discounting factors if you have a number of rooms and all of that stuff, because we have 3 bedrooms. Some of these might be 4 bedroom, but they're coming in at 252 with the comparable homes. What's also interesting to note is look at the square. I kind of focus too on square foot cost, and some homeowners, potential buyers, look at that. The one, I think this is the one down the street that sold $98 a square foot, 117, 109, 110. I think we're probably around $100 a square foot, on that home ish, and at, 2,400 square feet. Yeah, we should probably be around, 24/7 in the price if you're looking at square foot. Homes that are asking 120, 150 a square foot. I mean, they better be top end, homes, I would think, if you're going to be asking more than that $100 a square foot. And let's face it, we got a Wayne home here. There's that. So the next one is the tax model, which is interesting because that shows that assessed tax value. So everybody's sort of on that same playing field. And then there's a spread that's calculated from actual home sales in our area. And that spread 21%, that comes in at, the real price of a home would be $245,000. And then the off the market model, same thing, similar, right around 252. So I think we're a little high on the initial, on the price. I mean, we came in, I think, super high. But even now we might be a little high. What I think could also be happening is filtering. When I was looking for a home, I'm filtering certain things and what I've been approved up to, So if someone's approved in that 250 and lower, they may be filtering a little bit higher, or they may be setting their filter at 250, and looking at homes at, sub 250. So what I would think is a possible suggestion, maybe not now, but maybe in another on 60 days. That means we'll be on the market 90 days. We would get to the point of where we'd be at about 249, 247, and then we sit. And we would sit and hold all winter, all spring, and go with that. That might work. I don't know. Um, but I think at that 259, I do think we are maybe a tad bit high as well. I don't think there's anything weird in these pictures unless I'm just missing it. I think, I've seen a lot worse pictures. I think this home looks pretty good in the pictures. Um, and, I think it shows well too. The, the pink wall. I did have a coworker comment on that pink wall as well, and I said it's actually plum, but the picture has been lightened, so it looks kind of pink. I think it's darker in person. Hey, if we need to paint that, that's an easy fix. I can do that in a Saturday. If you can watch the kids, Laura, I'll paint the wall. The granite in the kitchen, that's humongous expense, I think. I mean, if that's thousands and thousands of dollars, are we going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to eke out, another few thousand? I don't know. I mean, we may have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on granite or some other exotic countertop, but to get the home sold. From these pictures, I mean, I honestly, I mean, I can't even tell what it's made of. It could be, that artificial stone, that corian, whatever. Um, that could be fine too. But if that's a deal buster, then, let's look at getting, some, I guess, fancier countertops. I don't know. All right. Well, those are just some ideas. But, we're facing a dwindling market. We're heading into fall, Thanksgiving. I mean, anybody who's a casual shopper who has, choice not to be doing it is probably not going to do it. So we're just going to find people who absolutely need a home, which could be in our advantage, if they happen to absolutely need a home and they absolutely want to live in Oregon. You know, um, they'll find a home. We may be the only thing on the market, as this home was for us. I mean, this was pretty much it. There was like a huge disparity. There was super high end and there was junk, and this was the only thing available, and worked out, I think, really well for us. But maybe we might get somebody like that over the fall and the winter. But so there's that. With price, again, I think we might be a tad bit too high. Thanks.